We are here with Tusehk, and as you can see behind us, we've got the one and only Tushek TS900 Apex. It is phenomenal. Just the look of it from here, it's beautiful. It is absolutely an eye candy car to look at, and it is a 1.2 million pound hypercar with a weight to power ratio of 1:1. Actually, if you come look over here, it is better. If you look at it, we've got 1,351 brake horsepower to 1,343 kilograms of weight. Put it like this, if you sit in that car, you put your foot down and you're on a track, you'll be having the day, the time of your life. Let's get a close look at it.
Just pure aero. Come down here, look at this.
There's more aero on this than an F1 car. It's ridiculous.
I think the thing for me, like Tusehk builds exquisite race-bred hypercars with key focus on low weight and pure balance of power to weight ratio. Like, it's about perfection. There seems to be no compromise here. The one thing that I do like about this, Curtis, is that I was reading this on the spec sheet here, and they kind of said, like, obviously, you can order them here. It's a debut. It's UK Air at Salon Prive, but they only allow you to spec certain things to make sure they still keep the 1:1 weight ratio.
And there's only
so if you
36 of them, isn't there?
I think 35 of them.
Yeah.
So if you said, I want this sound system and I want this air conditioner or I want this, then they'd be like, nah, that's not getting 1:1 weight ratio. And I love that fact.
They'll still add it, but you won't have that 1:1 weight ratio.
No, they won't.
Oh, will they not?
They won't.
Well, there you go.
They won't. They want 1:1 weight ratio. That is the be all and end all here. But the thing is, Curtis was looking on the website, and you actually saw
they have the Racer Pro version coming out, and that actually has a 1.13:1 power to weight ratio. So that has more than 1 brake horsepower to each kilogram of the car.
This car is already absolutely crazy, but this one, Curtis. So this has 20% more downforce from the enormous rear wing, a new 20% bigger front aero pack, and the rear end of the car is 88 millimeters lower, plus a heightened performance brake cooling system, allowing 51% increase of the aeroflow to each carbon ceramic brake. Like, it's a 1.13:1 power to weight ratio, as Curtis said. But like, how can you even get a bigger rear wing? Look at the detail.
Just look at the rear of how this is done. Just from the power and the speed, you know that this car can go. It looks like it's stretched the rear of the car.
Look at this. Look at this.
The design. And I think this is what's so special about this car. Every single time you look at it, and every time you look somewhere different, there's more detail, there's more aero, there's more of just this insanity creation that's in front of us.
So the other rear wing cut is 20% bigger. 20% bigger than this. This is already big enough to have a buffet on. Come on, look at the interior. Look at the interior. Can you even get in?
Well, it's just the thing.
Do you need to sign a disclaimer at this point?
Even if I had the money to buy this car, I wouldn't be able to use it.
I think you have to get your feet in first, Kurt.
Right. Oh.
I think maybe it's got a racing steering wheel that you have to remove.
Oh.
Oh. Oh my God, that doesn't even look like your leg. It looks like you've been...
Oh. Oh, you know what?
Kurt, you're probably heavier than the car.
Well,
you know what? I was going for my license this year.
so supposedly the doors do close when you press the buttons.
So I'm arranging charity.
As shown there. Now, I wouldn't be able to drive this car whatsoever. I'm a 6'3" adult, and let's say I'm an adult, and I literally, my knees are pushed through the front of the car. My feet do touch the pedals, but I'm afraid I'd have to have a different set of pedals, different setup. I do love the Alcantara steering wheel, the Alcantara front here.
So you couldn't drive this car?
The open carbon fibre on the roof here. The problem is my head's touching the roof.
You can't turn the steering wheel.
I'd end up banging my head on this every time we went over something. That's one of the problems here. I couldn't be able to do it, and the power and the force of this car, I wouldn't be able to stop myself from hitting my head there. And you gotta love it, ain't you? A 1.25 million pound car.
Yeah, but the thing is, you've got to take into consideration.
A bit flimsy. AJ, what? Look, it's not even screwed on properly.
This car's been driven though.
So either what they're saying is, it's got that much power that it'll unscrew its own bolts, or you need to be worried about that. I do love the look of this. I love how the windscreen literally just slots in. Almost, if I was any taller, I literally would be looking at nothing. I wouldn't be able to see anything. You can just see the front, I'm going to call them shoulders, where the wheel arches are underneath of the car, just stick out, and it just feels robust and strong when we're sat here. And I can feel that the rigidness of this, even if I try and shake this car, it's just been solid and stuck to the floor. I love it. But just whilst I've been looking around a couple of things in this car, for the price value, now, if I bring you in here to have a look when I figure out how to open the doors in any way whatsoever. There we go. We found it in the end. It's actually very simple where it is. You just open the door, you just press the button here. Now, a couple of things that I'm going to say is wrong with this car, and it's a shame to be fair, and I haven't had a chance to drive it, so I haven't felt them when they drive, but the little attention to detail of stability. Look how flimsy this is. Just wants to wobble around. Look at this. Just wants to wobble around ever so slightly.
Wait, no. Okay, I've got a better attention to detail. Look at this. When you open the door stabs the tyre. Look at this. No joke. Look at this.
Well, well, where? I mean, I can't get out to see it.
So I've just opened the door and realised that the door is actually, I mean,
Oh
not
my
even a little bit. I mean, that's proper stab in the tyre. But it doesn't matter. I don't think it matters at the end of the day. This car is about 1-to-1 weight to power ratio. It's about pure speed. It's about power. It's about performance on a track. Who cares? Who cares?
Top speed's over 230 miles an hour. If you're hitting that speed and your gear levers are wobbly,
Hey, who cares?
you're gonna be worried.
You are gonna.
And just this on the interior here, just ever so slightly wobbly. So, I love the car. The outside of the car, it's phenomenal. It's magnificent. It looks beautiful. I would love to drive it. It'd be a dream to drive it. There's just little things for the price of the car, which I feel should be, well, should be stable.
You're not buying a Phantom, though.
No, very true. I am buying a track day sports car. You just want sturdiness. And the reason why I'm still sat in here is because I don't even try to get out. I'm not even joking. I've got cramp in my legs just being sat in here.
We're gonna do the reveal of you getting out because it's gonna be entertaining for us all.
Do they have a racing style steering wheel that will help me get out? Okay.
Come on, let's see you try and get out. Dom's gonna get a nice wide shot of this. So for us, people blessed with the correct height of 5'7½", maybe 8 if we're pushing it, it's much easier to get out of supercars. I feel like supercars have been designed for people like me, whereas people like Curtis should go to Pilates classes and are quite clearly not in the racing physique to get out. You should have got out the other way. You should have got top half out first.
No, because I think it's going to be easier. Oh, God, my legs don't touch the ground. Oh. Lovely car.